Welcome. I'm excited, and today I'm going to be doing a special episode. So, just recently, I was featured by this newsletter that you see here on the screen. I was featured inside of here, and I just want to go over it. I want to talk a little bit about my story. Why am I sharing this today? Because in the real estate space, you're not going to be perfect, right? And I'm thinking back specifically to I was running an event, and I was running this event for and with some of my colleagues, and one of the things that I did was I messed up. I messed up the event. It didn't turn out great. Uh, Emails was messed up. Technology was messed up. It's a bunch of stuff that just messed up. I was like, damn, I messed up. And I was reading a book, right? I was reading a book, and my marketing mentor is like, you got to test stuff. You got to get out there. You got to make it work. You're going to make mistakes, and that's just part of the business. And I needed to hear that at the time because I really messed this event up. I really messed it up. The technology wasn't working. Certain teammates weren't working. It just like, it was a mess. But I was like, you know what? I'm still running the event. It is what it is. It is what it is. So I still ran that event. And after the event, one of the speakers approached me, and he sent me out like this marketing thing from Dan Kennedy, who was somebody that I attribute a lot of my success to in regards to marketing and business. And I was like, I already do this. I already understand this stuff. I don't need you to send this to me. Okay. So he was like, he was being a little, yeah, I'm gonna be honest, he was being like a little cowardice. Like he wouldn't dare do that in my face, but he did it like online. Maybe you should pay attention to this. Like if I like, don't play with me. But I digress. Anyway, I so Dan Kennedy is one of the greatest marketers of all time. And you can kind of see that here on the screen. Let me minimize myself because I'm not important, right? I want you to see, you can see my goals in the back too. Specific. Got some nice goals back there. But anyway, you can see here, this is the newsletter, and here we go. Dan Kennedy, featuring Dan Kennedy, the founder of Magnetic Marketing. This is their newsletter. They send it out monthly. They send it digitally as well as physically. And that's a service that we offer as well. If you need help with coming up with a newsletter, feel free to contact us. We'll help you come up with a newsletter. We help you do this stuff. We help you implement, right? Time for implementation. Speaking of implementation, I'm going to take a quick, I want to show you something real quick. So implementation, I'll go over here. All right. So speaking of implementation, just recently, we are updating our book on marketing implementation. And this is what it looks like, right? Just so you can see it. If you need help with real estate marketing implementation, we are your people. We'll help you with that. All right. So get the book. All you got to do is visit the site, REmarketingBook.com, and get your copy. It is only $5. Right now, it's only $5. So go get you a copy. If you're a real estate agent, real estate investor, you're a real estate entrepreneur, go get you a copy of this book. Okay. I'm going to show you how to implement. Now, let's get back on track. And this is the newsletter you see here. Member Spotlight by one of the greatest marketers of all time and one of the greatest newsletters of all time, page 21. So let's move down to page 21. Well, I can type it in. All right, page 21, Member Spotlight by Darcy Juarez, who was and is my coach. All right, so how a 33-year-old millennial found home with magnetic marketing. Jerome Lewis always felt something was missing in his career as a member of board of directors for a local real estate investment association. He could see they struggled with their marketing, though he didn't really understand marketing himself. The board chose him to help with technology and by default marketing due more to his being the youngest member of the board. So I was elected to the board for this local REIA, and I would help with the technology, and then eventually I started helping with their marketing. Right, so I'm just sharing my experience. We would meet every month, and every month we met, we would come up with how to grow the business or how to move things forward. And the common theme always was marketing. They weren't getting enough leads in. They weren't filling the rooms, blah, blah, blah. That's what was happening, right? And I started to help that group grow, But when it was time for me to get resources, they wouldn't give me the resources so I could continue to let the group grow. We don't have that kind of money, right? Despite the fact that they just spent $5,000 per month for a whole year or more, right? 5,000 or more. I can't remember what the number was, but they had just spent a lot of money on a marketing company. And I said, my fee is $3,000 per month. I'll help you grow it. Got the proven results. I'll help you grow it. Just pay me. Didn't want to pay me. So I eventually quit and I was like, you know what? I'm tired. And I went out and I sought coaching so I could learn marketing and understand marketing. And that's when I came across this group, Magnetic Marketing. And I started implementing, right? I started implementing. Like, what's more important than anything is implementation. And that's what this article talks about. It talks about that journey and it talks about that in detail. I finally felt home, right? And online and in the space, a lot of people will lie to you or say things, right? Or sugarcoat stuff to be nice. I'm not a sugarcoat person, right? I don't do that and I don't care for that kind of information. So even now, I'm telling my story. I'm not bashing the company. I'm telling that company, I'm telling the truth about what happened with that company, right? They're bashing me. I'm not worried about it, but I tell the truth. And this is what happened. They paid that marketing company, but they didn't want to pay me. I don't know if it's because I was black or what, but they didn't want to pay me. There was a particular person that was very jealous, very jealous. So I went out, I sought coaching, and I was like, you know what? I found these people that are no nonsense, just like me. No nonsense, no nonsense. Just tell me the real thing and the real truth. And that's what I said. I'm home. And that's what this story is about. I found someone that would tell me the truth. During being part of this board, there was another person, Ron LeGrand, that I really appreciated because he would just tell the truth. Just say what it is. There's no need to butter or sugarcoat anything. Just say what it is with me. Other people might like that, but not me. So I was finally home. I found that company and I learned that the guy I was just talking about a little bit earlier, my mentor, Ron LeGrand, he was a student of of Dan Kennedy as well. And this is what I learned from Dan Kennedy right here. Whoever can spend the most money to acquire a customer wins, right? So what does that mean? That means this real estate company, they were so cheap. They were being so cheap. They didn't want to spend any money, but they wanted leads. They wanted to grow the business. They wanted the events to be successful, but they didn't want to spend any money. And I started to hear this term, whoever can spend the most money to acquire a customer wins. I'm like, that's the key. If I can show up and spend $20 versus someone else showing up and spending $1, who are you going to go with? Who has more firepower? Who can do more, right? Let's just say, for example, we're way back in when I was growing up, chips used to cost like 25 cents, right? Hug was 25 cents. Let's just say you got $1 because you want to be cheap or you free. You got no budget. And then I got the $20. Who can do more? I can do more. I can buy 4 bags of chips, 4 hugs. I can buy some gum. I can get them cakes and I can use all of that stuff to woo the customer over because I have that much of a budget, right? So I just spent like $4, maybe $5 max. Then you know what? I got $15 left. I can do some more stuff. They're not convinced yet. You know, I'm going to take $1. Actually, I'm going to go to McDonald's. I'm going to go get a meal because that meal cost me $8. But my balance is now, I got $7 left. And I can spend that $7 on another strategy. Oh, that didn't work. You know what? Let me go buy him a cheesesteak for $3. And on and on and on. I can keep doing it because guess what? Why am I going to do that? Because that customer, that prospect, they're going to pay me in the future. They're certainly going to spend more than $20 because I got more than $20 in value for them. So I'm willing to spend up to $20 on them as an example because they will pay me. I'm going to help change their lives and they're going to pay me, right? They're going to give me money. So I'm willing to spend up to $20 on that customer, right? Versus the other company, they got free or they might can squeeze $1 out of somewhere, right? But their marketing stop. Okay, so whoever can spend the most money to acquire a customer wins. This changed my life. This is why lead generation and lead magnets are important. This is why a book is important, right? Because people will spend money on books. And when they spend money on books, guess what? That money goes into your business. And guess what you can do with that money? You can spend that money on marketing so you can try to acquire that client for another service. Whoever can spend the most money to acquire a customer wins. All right, next, let's talk about community. So a lot of times people will sign up for communities and groups and they don't participate. I still actively participate in this group because it's valuable. I want to be here, get live feedback, talk to your peers, understand people that's going on. I was talking to Darcy and she's like, that doesn't work right now. It doesn't work in today's market. And I was like, thank you. I appreciate it. Hurt a little bit, right? Maybe, but thank you. Tap into the community. And no matter what anybody tells you, they're going to sell you the dream. I'm not a person that's going to sell you the dream. No matter what anybody tells you, building a business is not easy. It requires work. It requires hard work. You can work smart by partnering up, getting coaches, implementing the right marketing, but building a business is not easy. It's not easy. And if you made it this far, I'm pretty sure you understand that building a business is not easy. So people need to just stop lying. People need to stop lying. Building a business is not easy. It's hard work, but it's very rewarding work as well. Set yourself up for life. There are people willing to pay the prices you want to charge. So another problem that I had with that particular company is they would charge their members $200 for the year. And that's a noble feat, but you're actually not serving them because you don't have enough of a budget to spend money on things that they need because you're skimping so much on the membership. So raise your prices, charge for something, right? Reinvest that money back into the community and into the members, into your business so you can bring them more value, right? You're charging $200 for an entire year. That's really cheap. Guess what you're going to get? You're going to get cheap customers. You're training them to be cheap. You're training them to be discount, always looking for a discount or a bargain. Do you want to work with people like that? I don't. Change the relationship, encourage people to approach you. So this is something that I learned, like chasing versus attracting. And this is one of the reasons why I teach people, like, you want to implement marketing so leads can come to you. You want to attract leads. And one of the ways that you can do that, publish yourself a book. Give that book out. Let people come to you. Let that book train your customer. Let it train your prospect. Not everybody is an authority. They don't have the ability to or the patience to go out and write a book. You do the work that everybody else is not doing. So you can appear and show up like no one else. Right? Know who your ideal client is. Agents get in and they say, I was on a call with this guy and I was like, well, what's your niche? And he was like, oh, anybody that wants ads. Sir, that's too vague. That's why you're struggling. It's vague. Be more specific. Who do you want to serve? Right? Get clear on that. And if somebody comes up that's not that person, you can say yes or no. But when people ask who you serve or what it is that you do, you got to be a little more clear than that. Got to be a little more clear. So specifically, I help real estate entrepreneurs. Right? I can go even more specific. I can say I help real estate agents. I help real estate investors. I help real estate coaches, real estate course creators. I help the real estate avatar. I help the real estate avatar. We have a ton of resources that are specific to real estate, right? So that means I don't have to take on all these clients and I got to come up with a new structure and a new strategy for each single client. I have real estate clients, so I have all of real estate content that I can deliver them. And it's easy. The snap of a button, I can give them everything that they need. You need a funnel for real estate? Here you go. Very specific to real estate. Don't have to do a lot of work. So know who your ideal client is because it's going to help your business. Next, shock and awe. This is a strategy that they taught me. Shock and awe. And a huge proponent of your shock and awe is a book. It's a book. How do you shock and awe people? The point here is I publish a book, and because I published a book, I have authority now. I can say, hey, I'll send you a free copy of my book. Just send me your address. I get no resistance when I tell people I'm going to send them a copy of my book. If I tell them, hey, you want to schedule a consultation, they're going to hesitate. Hey, you want a free home seller report? They're going to hesitate. You want a seller's report? You're going to have a consultation. Any of those things, they're going to hesitate. But if I tell them, hey, let me send you a free copy of my book, they give their address right up. And what does that mean? That means I can send them more information. And one of the things I'm going to send them is a shock and awe package. We show you how to create a shock and awe package, and we have templates so you can develop your own shock and awe package. Now you can go out there, right? You can listen to the stuff, and you can go build it all on your own, or you can partner up with us. We can show you how to do all of this stuff. We have all of the templates. We have everything already in place. Systems go. You just come in, plug in your name, and you're ready to go. All right. And this is part of my shock and awe package right here. So within a year, because I went out, right? I didn't just join the program. I'm not being a looky-loo. I'm not participating, making excuses. Oh, no, I can't. I got clients. I got patients. Oh, I had a call, seller. I'm not making excuses. I'm going out, right? I went out. I got this coaching, so I'm going to apply it. It's time for me to apply it, and I'm implementing. This is part of my shock and awe package. This is part of my shock and awe. So when a prospect comes to me, I send them all of these items, and it alternates. I send them all these items, right? If I'm dealing with a home seller, I send them that yellow book that you see there. You get this book, and I send them a couple of other things, right? When I'm dealing with real estate agents, I send them the remarketing book, which you see here, right? When I'm dealing with clients that want to learn how to write a book, I send them the ultimate marketing asset along with a few other things. Jerome, why do you got so many books? Because I serve different clients, and they're at different phases and different points and different stages, right? But you start with one. You start with one. The red book that you see there, when I'm helping real estate investors, I send them that, and I combine it with some other stuff, right? I have all of this at my disposal now because I created this, and we show you how to do the same thing. We show you how to do the same thing and how to become more effective and more potent with your marketing strategy. Okay, so that's enough. His parting words. So if you're interested in reading this article, reach out to me. I have a link. Just reach out to me, and I'll send you this, and I'll also send you a free copy of the book. I'll send you a free copy of my book if you're interested. All right, so it says, Jerome, his parting words: build out your systems, build out your assets, start developing a message so you can talk to these people and they come to you saying, I'm ready. Wouldn't it be nice if customers came to you and just said, I'm ready? They're already trained up. They already know how you work. I'm ready. Jerome, I watched your videos. I read your books. I'm ready. Just, you take it away. Okay, so enough of that. My name is Jerome Lewis. I appreciate you watching. If you're interested, go to REmarketingBook.com. Get you a copy of the book. It is $5, less than $5. Go ahead, sign up, and you can start to learn how you can implement and employ these strategies in your business. All right. My name is Jerome Lewis. I'm signing out. Bye-bye.